cream and onion or more Casey masterpiece?
Yes!
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room, and somehow you know even then that somewhere you'll see her again.
I nuzzle your neck. I nibble your hand. I eat your chips.
Good night.
Once you discover the low-fat new flavors of baked glazed potato chips, you'll really want to hog them.
Some enchanted evening.
Back for more.
One of the hottest new places to eat. Doesn't take reservations. But with meals like this, it's always a full house. Taste what's next. Pork, the other white meat.
Pizza Hut memo number 6, 65 pepperonis.
Guys, you saw the memo?
When we said 65 pepperonis per large pepperoni pizza, it was not, repeat, not a typo.
122.
It's 65, 20 more than last year.
Overlap, 65.
So start laying them down.
63, 64.
Soon you'll have a better wrist than a car dealer in Vegas.
62, 63, 64, 65.
And trust us, nobody ever complained about too much pepperoni on a pizza.
66. Hey, we've got 66.
Pizza Hut, making it great.
Hey, Mom!
Again and again.
Hi, I'm Nev Campbell. Something big is about to happen on Party of 5.
All he does anymore is get drunk.
And trust me, everything won't end up the way you think.
If you're in some kind of trouble...
I'm not. And I want you out of here now. Now! Get out of my way!
Oh, my God.
Party of 5, Wednesdays on Fox.
Live from the Louisiana Superdome and Super Bowl 31, it's the Baked Lays Kickoff Show.
And now, to honor America, please join in the singing of our national anthem. The anthem will be signed for the hearing impaired by Erica Rachel Schwartz, Miss Louisiana 1996, and sung by multiple Grammy Award winner Luther Vandross.
With our national anthem. Coming up, the toss of the coin. The See who gets the ball first.
I know a tip of a red rat, born with the dab in punk metal. I'm on the level. Move over, yeah. Move over, yeah. Don't do it over. 'Cause that's over, yeah, yeah, yeah. Generation,
Next page, next stage, next craze, next wave.
Generation, next generation.
I think I'll take Ralphie for a drive.
Dogs love trucks.
Next Sunday, an avalanche hits Springfield. And Homer Simpson is buried alive.
I think they've stopped.
It's a fight for survival on a brand new Simpsons. Huzzah! Next Sunday on Non-Stop Fox.
Live from the Louisiana Superdome at Super Bowl 31, it's the Baked Lays Kickoff Show.
The winning head coaches from previous New Orleans Super Bowl games are now
Warning, power grid failure.
Oh no.
Porsche Boxster is assembled at Zuffenhausen, Germany. Much the same way our original roadsters, the Spiders, were assembled. By human hands. Makes you wonder who builds other sports cars. The Boxster. Once again, there is no substitute.
Fox Sports coverage of Super Bowl 31 is brought to you by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, who reminds you fresh beer tastes better. By Porsche, who wish to remind you there is no substitute. By Dirt Devil, nothing escapes the power of a Dirt Devil. And by Pepsi, who invites you to join Generation Next.
Back at the Superdome in New Orleans, the Packers will take over. After a good punt return, in fact, the third longest punt return in Super.
Schneider, please report to radiology. Dr. Schneider.
My love must be a kind of blind love.
one but you. I only have eyes
Norman Feeney, Pepsi drinker for life.
Pepsi, Generation Next.
If this thing blows, the blast will get here within a minute.
Well, I hope you're wrong about our volcano, Harry.
For 3 million years, the pressure has been building.
This isn't a hunch. This thing is gonna blow.
And the most awesome force on Earth.
Did anybody feel that?
Has been waiting.
I felt that.
To erupt. On February 7th.
Get out of there before it's too late.
Get ready for the ultimate blast. Dante's Peak, rated PG-13. Starts Friday, February 7th.
Tonight, when the big game's over, the suspense begins. After the Super Bowl, catch the episode everyone will be talking about tomorrow morning. If you've never seen The X-Files, this is the one show you can't miss. An all-new X-Files tonight after the Super Bowl. Parental discretion advised.
Pick on someone your own size.
The Star Wars trilogy is back on the big screen, and it's even better with a Pepsi.
Great effects, man.
Yeah. Luxottica Eyewear. What do you want people to see?
I want you to see a student and a teacher.
I want you to see how beautiful the word mom can sound.
See refinement.
I want you to see how silly I'd feel in rhinestones.
I want you to see the older I get, the smarter my dad gets.
I want you to see a great-looking guy.
I'd like you to see me.
Luxottica Eyewear. Let them see you. To find Luxottica Eyewear, call 1-888-LUXOTTICA.
Hello, America!
Ask him, what is it like floating in space? What? Do you ever get a chance to sleep?
It used to be that we just launched rockets into space.
What's the scariest moment? What about the holes in the ozone layer?
Today, through distance learning, MCI can launch entire schools.
I mean, I ask myself this question, what are you doing way out here?
You'll just have to wait for the Oscar Mayer Super Bowl halftime show.
Didn't touch nothing, did you, son?
No, sir, I did not.
Dear Gussie. There's only one thing missing. Every last drop of Pepsi. Any ideas? Well, I'm working on it. I think the fat one knows.
Pepsi, Generation Next.
How do Breathe Right strips relieve snoring?
There's a satellite going around up there that transmits radio signals to these tiny magnetic receptors. And like a lightning rod, stimulates the nasal passage and makes them open up.
Not quite. It's springy plastic strips that pull open your nose so that your mouth can stay shut. Pretty complicated, huh?
Son, could you move over a little bit? I think we're losing our signal.
Breathe Right strips. Try it tonight for snoring.
I wish that for just one day Dad couldn't tell a lie.
Is it good for you?
I've had better. In the next 24 hours, Fletcher Reed will have to tell the truth, even if it kills him.
I can't lie!
From Imagine Entertainment.
What's up, Fletcher? Your cholesterol!
And the director of The Nutty Professor.
Like the new dress? Whatever it takes to focus off your head.
Jim Carrey.
Everybody's been real nice.
Well, it's because you have big... Liar, liar. This film is not yet rated. Starts Friday, March 21st.
All right, flyboys, listen up.
Today, you're gonna test your skills, see what you're made of. When you're up there, remember, you're not just birds, you're pigeons.
Skyrat, this is Dirty Bird. Do you read me?
Dirty Bird, this here Skyrat. I copy.
I've spotted a gold mine with a freshly washed beauty.
Roger, Dirty Bird. Let's rock and roll.
All right, Skyrat, make it messy.
The boys quit. Afterburners, afterburners. He's still clean, DB, and almost home free.
Okay, Skyrat, I'll get him. I've got you, I've got you. Medic.
The Star Wars trilogy is back on the big screen, and each planet is celebrating in a different way. On Earth, people are playing Feel the Force at Taco Bell. Press the game piece to magically reveal if you've instantly won cash, one of millions of prizes, or a special edition Hummer. See the trilogy, Feel the Force. Play the game at Taco Bell.
Are you sure this is the right theater? I'm not even sure it's the right planet.
Now, a Super Bowl moment with Hank Hill.
Can I cut in? I'm a big football fan. Want to get back to the game.
And what makes you think I don't?
Well, look what you're buying, man. Wheat grass, humus. What the hell is that?
It's a lemony garbanzo dip.
You have never seen a football in your life.
10-7 Green Bay, Super Bowl 31. Keith Byers is somebody that can do a lot of things for you.
Well, on that drive that the Patriots scored the touchdown, Keith Byers had the two plays. This one was a big screen pass, and then they went play pass down in the end zone.
And Bledsoe in conversation saying, I like the way things are going so far. Next Saturday, the NHL on Fox, the National Hockey League, the Rangers against Philadelphia. Wayne Gretzky in action. And the rest of the schedule as the hockey puck replaces the football on Fox.
Well, we got a little more football here to go yet.
Yes, we do.
I think it's going to be some great football because so far, you know, the Packers had the upper hand and then the Patriots took it away from them, and right now the Patriots have the upper hand, and it'll be interesting if the Packers can take it back.
Last play of the first quarter. Favre underhanded to Dorsey Levens, backhanded, underhanded, an Uncle Rube shot.
That's any time you start running to your left and you have to throw it, you just throw it under him. That's a Ruber.
The end of one, 14-10 Patriots.
Some enchanted evening.
Sour cream and onion or more Casey masterpiece?
You may see a stranger, a crowded room, and somehow.
Oh, Miss Piggy, I nuzzle your neck. I nibble your hand. I eat your chips.
Good night. The low-fat new flavors of baked glazed potato chips. You'll really want to hog them.
On Friday, March 14th.
Who are you?
In the world of espionage. Never reveal your name.
If you want to live, you have to leave my side.
Never turn your back.
Kill him and bring her alive.
Never surrender your heart.
I can't trust anybody. Never have. Until now.
Val Kilmer. Elizabeth Shue. The Saint. Coming March 14th to theaters everywhere.
Amazing Dirt Devil broom vac sweeps and picks up dirt in one easy motion. You'll never have to stoop to using a dustpan again. Nothing escapes the power of a Dirt Devil.
After the year's most exciting sports event, catch television's most thrilling series. Don't miss the most anticipated X-Files of the year. An all-new episode tonight following the Super Bowl.
Well, that's a pretty good first quarter.
Hey,
Jets will be next year's Super Bowl. Hey, LP, show me.
Hey, welcome to my party. I got dancing, food, and Terrence Trent D'Arby in my backyard. Who does a brother have to know to get a little taste of potato salad?
Party, good party. How's the party? Party's good?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Michael Johnson, slow down, my brother.
You slow down, LP. Hey, little Benny, got a ping pong ball and a gumball.
Hey, anybody got any antibiotics? Cause I got a bad case of boogie fever. Party over here. Party over there.
Nice party, little Teddy.
Benny, throw your party, boy.
Hey, Tiger, I am Little Benny.
Want to taste this?
Maybe later. Yeah, I missed the Master Lock commercial.
Master Lock is the bomb. Ain't nobody busting that lock.
Little Penny's large. You gotta be at a penny party.
We got to live. And like Mr. Darby says, let's live together. Can you do that for a brother? And Tyra Banks, will you marry me?
Well, guess that answers that question.
Fox Sports coverage of Super Bowl 31 is brought to you by Nissan, who reminds you that life is a journey. Enjoy the ride. By Visa, the preferred card of the NFL. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be. By Baked Lay's Potato Crisps, nobody can eat just one. And by Nike, who encourages you to participate in the lives of America's youth.
The Superdome sold out, as you would expect for Super Bowl number 31. The New England Patriots leading Mike Holmgren's Packers 14-10.
Yeah, Drew Bledsoe was in the huddle, and there's Drew.
And so, after 35 years in the service of my country, I returned to Russell, Kansas, to the place I call home.
I've known Bob Dole ever since he was born.
To the small town that nurtured and defined me. To my friends and my family.
This is me, and this is Bob.
To that very special place.
There's only one Bob Dole.
Where they always called me by my first name.
Hello, Bob.
Bob!
Max, how you doing? Good to see you. Great lunch. Barb, take a check.
Of course, Bob. Can I see some ID? Driver's license, passport, military ID, voter's
Maybe it's
registration.
time you tried the Visa check card. It automatically deducts from your checking account everywhere Visa's accepted. No questions asked, no ID needed.
I just can't win.
The Visa check card. It works like a check, only better.
Who's looking after your money? You do have goals to reach. Are mutual funds getting you there? How do they see things? At Janus, they look for opportunities one at a time. Not sectors, not categories, not trends. Just great companies to invest in. No matter what the market's doing, you can find them if you look hard enough. And Janus does. Get there. Janus No-Load Mutual Funds.
Last fall, the creative force behind The X-Files brought you the critically acclaimed new series, Millennium, proving one thing: lightning can strike twice. In a world gone mad, Frank Black could be our only hope. Millennium, Fridays, The X-Files, Sundays, only on Fox.
Just for the feel of it, just dig the appeal of it.
Everyone is singing to the sound of Diet Coke. Just look under every cap of specially marked packages for a chance to win free CDs and trips to the Grammys.
Place of it, my place, or your place with it. Diet Coke, yeah! Ooh, one more time.
With the amazing Dirt Devil Ultra MVP, you get maximum vacuum power and the longest reach of any upright. Just think of the steps you can do now. Nothing escapes the power of a Dirt Devil.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess who had almost everything, but she wanted a little more magic in her life. So she went to see the wizard and asked him what to do. "Get a Katera," said the wizard. And being the wonderful wizard he was, he used all his magic, and suddenly there waiting for the princess was a coach like she'd never seen before. Katera. It's the caddy that zigs.
Where are you headed? Oscar Mayer halftime show. We'll get in.
So, where do you want this? Hey now, I ordered a new copier. This is better than new, my friend. Allow me to demonstrate. Oh, what do we have here? Wow. Enlarges too. Even collates. I'll take it.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
That was close. I didn't think I could shove this baby through.
What's in the package?
It's a surprise for my mommy.
About 16 ounces. This must be the new Tostitos Ultimate Garden Salsa, right?
Wow, that's amazing.
It is, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
So these must be...
Now's a good time. Hey, anytime is a good time for new bite-sized Tostitos tortilla chips and Ultimate Garden Salsa.
Now what am I going to send my mommy?
Why don't you send yourself?
Really?
Tostitos, now's a good time.
May you next enjoy the other white meat.
Presenting a rack of pork. Skewered pork kebabs and America's cut pork chops. Bring the royal taster.
My cat. Bring my cat. Bring my cat.
Pork, the other white meat. Taste what's next.
If you don't think Melrose Place in February is the sexiest,
I would just like us to be more intimately involved.
the wildest, the nastiest it's ever been, you should really see a doctor. Melrose Place, Mondays at 8, 7 Central on Nonstop Fox.
These shots from the Bud 1 airship, which also covered a game earlier today. Budweiser beat Bud Light 27-24 in the Bud Bowl of 97. 27-24, high-scoring Bud Bowl, high-scoring Super Bowl.
Now, we got a lot of work to do before the next game, but I'm with you.
Okay, Dad.
All right, over the goal, folks. Oh, good. Spread them apart a little bit like that. I'm open.
Dad, you okay?
Yeah, fine. Nice tackle, son.
The best moments in life sometimes come with a few aches and pains. That's why there's Tylenol.
The little guy's looking pretty good out there.
Yeah, well, we've been practicing.
Tylenol, the pain reliever doctors, coaches, and dads rely on.
Hey, that was a good game, buddy.
On this most American of occasions, let us celebrate our patriotism, our national pride, and the living symbol of America.
We are gathered here today in praise of me.
On March 7th.
Here we go.
Howard Stern.
That is the first naked lady in the history of radio.
I thought you were going to control this guy.
You're not getting the phone from me, Kenny.
Private Parts.
I really think you need counseling.
Oh, yes.
Rated R. Everywhere, Friday, March 7th.
From the beginning of time, people wondered, why does car buying have to be such a pain? Then car buying pain relief was invented. It's free, it's easy, it's AutoBuyTel. Buy, finance, lease, and insure cars and trucks at low cost on the internet at AutoBuyTel.com. Save time, money, and headaches through AutoBuyTel's network of accredited dealers.
On the internet, AutoBuyTel.com.
Fox Sports coverage of Super Bowl 31 is brought to you by Bud Bowl 97. Bud wins 27-24. If that's your score, send in your scorecard for a share of $1 million in prizes.
Yes, there are some Packer backers in Kill, Mississippi. That's Brett Favre's hometown, about 60 miles from here.
And I think all Kill, Mississippi is Packer backers. I don't think there's just a few from Kill. I mean, everyone, if you're from Kill, Mississippi, you're a Packer backer and you're a Favre backer. That's not a bad deal.
And you can be a cheesehead from Kill.
And you can be like a half and half.
Yes, you could. if you so chose to.
If you had to say, are there more Packer fans here or Patriot fans?
On June 13th, Wayne Gretzky left his place of residence, never to return. Not knowing exactly where to go, he found himself on the team of his friend Mark Messier. Can two men with different styles play together without driving each other insane? Stay tuned. The Rangers take on the Flyers, Saturday, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific on Fox.
Hey, Drew, how'd you prepare to buy your new Ford?
I spent the whole morning getting ready. I worked on my game plan, the audibles. Red, with tan interior.
Follow Drew's lead and you too could get great deals, like on the best-selling Ford Ranger and Explorer, or on the all-new Expedition. So rush into your New England Ford dealer for a test drive today. Whoa, that's a great game plan, Drew.
For years, one company has battled the office superstores, selling office supplies and furniture for the absolute lowest prices. Now, WB Mason faces its biggest challenge, rescuing Boston from high-price office furniture dealers. Yes, WB Mason is coming to Boston. So if you need office furniture that lights up your eyes but won't blow up your budget, visit their new Boston showroom.
Daddy, who are those wonderful people?
Who but WB Mason?
For over 20 years, the small town known as Independence, California, has been witness to one of nature's strangest rites of passage. The coming of age of the adolescent grizzly bear, when proudly, almost defiantly, they shed their last vestiges of cubhood, crying out for their most primal, urgent need.
You know we're gonna do the VHS You just open the can, yeah, there's only one choice. So kick back and enjoy. You know we wanna drink VHS. You know we wanna drink VHS.
Heaven help us if they ever learn the Macarena.
Pepsi, Generation Next.
And now, an important message from Hank Hill.
You know, one thing I cannot tolerate is end zone showboating. Make a choice. Are you part of the game or the halftime show? That kind of horseplay makes you look foolish and insults the intelligence of us, the fans.
This message was brought to you by King of the Hill, next Sunday on Nonstop Fox.
Fox Sports coverage of Super Bowl 31 is brought to you by Pepsi, who invites you to join Generation Next. By Fila, change the game. By Taco Bell, where you can play the Feel the Force game. And by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, who reminds you fresh beer tastes better.
Pepsi theft. It can happen anywhere, anytime. Fight back. Introducing the Pepsi Club. Now Pepsi moments don't have to become anxious moments.
Excuse me.
What you were about to see did not actually happen, but it could happen.
They took everything! Look, Ma, the Pepsi Club works.
Not today. Thank you, Pepsi Club.
Pepsi, Generation Next.
Available in 6-pack.
Two nearly identical Porsche 911s. One destined for Le Mans, the other for a quieter life in America. But then again, expecting any Porsche to lead a quiet life may be asking a bit too much.
Hi.
Porsche, there is no substitute.
No, this one's on us, sir.
Right.
It's this year's Golden Glove winner for the Best Dramatic Series, and tonight X-Files presents its most anticipated episode of the year, right after the Super Bowl, here on Fox. And right now, the Super Bowl.
Is your dandruff sending the wrong signals? Get Selsun Power. Doctors recommend Selsun Blue #1. So don't send the wrong signals. Get Selsun Power.
The amazing Dirt Devil Ultra Hand Vac. Now with twice the power and a built-in hose and crevice tool to reach into places you've never reached before. Nothing escapes the power of a Dirt Devil.
Get off the couch, get into a theater, and get ready to lose control. Coming in March.
There is no way out for him. I'm here to bring him in.
A man of justice.
What is your relationship to this terrorist? You're gonna kill him.
A man of destiny.
Is it finished?
By no means is it finished.
On March 26th,
Gun, lady, gun!
two worlds collide.
I'm not going back.
The Devil's Own, coming in May. 500 years into the future.
It'll be entering the atmosphere in 40 seconds.
It's up to an ordinary cab driver. Look out! To save the world.
Any questions? Just one. Why me?
Bruce Willis.
Just like driving a cab.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh no. The Fifth Element. Coming July 4th.
We'll take it from here. We are the best kept secret in the universe. Our mission is to monitor extraterrestrial activity on Earth.
Step away from your busted-ass vehicle and put your hands on your head.
Tommy Lee Jones.
What I can't understand is why you gotta come down here bringing all this ruckus.
Will Smith.
You doing fine, Ace?
Men in Black.
You know what the difference is between you and me? I make this look good.
You may now return to your nachos.
27-14, we're in the third quarter, 3:48 left.
Yeah, we were talking about how smoky it is.
Yeah.
Look at that, Pat. I mean, it really is. This place looks like it's in the fog or something. I know it's getting hotter down there.
Dear Coach, what a season. But through it all, the road trips, the weather, and the bus breaking down, you were awesome. No matter how bad the food, you always ate it. No matter how bad the heartburn, you never complained. And no matter how bad we lost, well, never mind the losing part. Coach, we got this for you. Hey, Coach, catch a present? Hey, you guys.
You could be heartburn-free with Pepsi AC.
Let's go get some pizza.
Welcome to the MMX Technology Department at Intel, where highly trained professionals are engaged in the extremely precise process of adding fun to the Pentium processor. Intel MMX Technology. It will make your multimedia dance.
You're just too marvelous for words. Like Gloria, glamorous, and that old standby amorous is all that say enough.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Tom Arnold star in the non-stop action thriller
You're fired.
True Lies, coming February 11th to Fox.
A brand new Melrose Place, Monday at 8, 7 Central on Non-Stop Fox.
At Plymouth, we don't mean to brag, but Plymouth Voyager's received a lot of awards lately. It's a Consumer's Digest Best Buy, one of Car and Driver's 10 Best, and an Automobile Magazine All-Star. And now you can get Voyager plus $12.50 in package values like air and 7-passenger seating at no extra charge, all for this low price. Come see what all the noise is about during the Plymouth Award Sale.
If you want to see what's new at Chrysler and Plymouth, we'll show you what's new.
A little to the left. No. Watch out for the Dunkin' Bagels. Watch out for the Dunkin' Bagels.
Cool.
Dunkin' Donuts has bagels. Very effective. Caught my attention in a unique and surprising way.
Be great with a cup of their coffee.
Now, in addition to our fresh brewed coffee, we also offer bagels freshly baked every day.
When the cold cruelness of winter drifts in, America's hottest truck is there to get you out. Dodge Ram, with a standard driver side airbag, plus better resale value than Ford, Chevy, or GMC. And to warm things up even more, your Dodge dealer is offering up to $11.87 in package values on Dodge Ram. Now, the hottest spot you'll find to travel this winter is right down the road at your friendly Dodge dealer.
Kevin Lemanowitz and Pete Bouchard, the Fox News Boston weather team at 10.
Freshness Hotline, what's the problem?
Man, my party is lame. I think I got some skunky beer.
Sir, relax. When was your beer born?
Born? What are you talking about?
It doesn't have a born-on date?
A what?
Do you have any Budweiser?
No, man, you gotta help me.
Okay, remain calm, sir. We're on our way.
New Born on Dating from Budweiser, because fresh beer tastes better.
Go! Sir, put down the skunky beer and slowly back away.
Fox Sports coverage of Super Bowl 31 is brought to you by Budweiser, who salutes America's responsible drinkers. By AT&T, your true choice. By Universal Pictures' Lost World, Jurassic Park, a Steven Spielberg film, starts Friday, May 23rd, not yet rated. And by Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most.
I don't know what that dance is, but there's a lot of it. 35-21, 14:03 left to play. And the Cheeseheads are starting to roll a little bit.
That dance was YM.
Hey, there's something!
Lost World. This film is not yet rated.
I run a small business, Wilderness Air. In Kodiak, Alaska, we provide some of the best salmon fishing in the world.
One of the things that Pete likes about my mailboxes, etc., is that we're able to provide a lot of the services that a small business owner needs.
Because it's not just shipping fish. The fax machines, the copiers, receiving my mail, airplane parts, coming and going.
Everything that one business needs in one location.
I've brought John 65-pound king salmon.
They're more like this.
No, they're this thick.
Mailboxes, etc. Making business easier worldwide.
Ooh, just for the feel of it, the pure appeal of it, yeah. This is the place for it. Ooh, this is the best of it. Woo.
Everyone is singing to the sound of Diet Coke. Just look under every cap of specially marked packages for a chance to win free CDs and trips to the Grammys.
One more time. Just for the feel of it, yeah.
Fox Sports coverage of Super Bowl 31 is brought to you by Honda, who introduces another exciting breakthrough, the new four-wheel drive CR-V.
35-21, the Cheeseheads are starting to come out.
I think the Cheeseheads have been out, Pat. I mean, we've been here for a week, and as you walk around New Orleans, which is a great place to have a Super Bowl.
Great place to walk around.
Yeah, it's a great place to walk around, and they know how to put on a party, and the whole week has been a party, and I think I've probably seen more Cheeseheads.
New nose, $6,000. Lips, $3,000. New chest, $8,000.
Don't tell me. I never forget a face. Don't help me here. It's
amazing the changes you can make for a few $1,000s.
Bob? Bob Johnson?
Hi, Tom.
Imagine what Holiday Inns will look like when we spend $1 billion. Holiday Inn, on the way.
Nothing takes you out of the action faster than a diarrhea medicine that can let you down. But you can count on Imodium AD to stop diarrhea, often in one dose. You could end up taking dose after dose after dose of the pink stuff to stop diarrhea as effectively as Imodium AD. Don't take chances when you have diarrhea. Take Imodium AD, one dose relief you can count on.
Oh, man, Turtle, what are you thinking? You're in the middle of the road. Come on. Come on, Turtle. Come on. Come on, Turtle. Turtle. I got fresh beer. I got to get through. Come on. This way. That's it. Come. What?
Everybody likes to have a good time. But hey, before you go out to party, always choose a designated driver. It's a sign of intelligent life.
Where to, guys?
Just comparing how far and how much this game has developed and what it's changed into from Super Bowl #1. Tickets were $12. It was not sold out. Now they're $275 to this one. And this is the foreign broadcasting compound. That's Marv Levy, of course, who's on in some country. I saw Morton Anderson before the game, who was such a great place kicker here for the Saints for so long. He's doing the Danish broadcast.
I know, and they're way up there in that exhaust. Look at them up there. And they're all waving. They're having a heck of a time.
First and... As you know, AT&T is trying to make long-distance calls from home simple, because you don't want to be worried about prices all the time. Yes! All right. Well, now AT&T is guaranteeing competitive prices.
AT&T is guaranteeing competitive prices?
What did I just say?
AT&T is guaranteeing competitive prices.
Well, that's right.
I have AT&T, and I would never switch.
Why is that?
Well, tell the man what?
Well, it's the best value.
And?
Their customer service is great.
Yeah, but what else?
They got the most powerful network.
Right, and now, guarantee competitive prices.
Guaranteed or what? You get an apology note? I'm sorry.
If you're not satisfied that their prices are competitive, they will give you 1 month of long distance free.
Up to $100 worth.
Right, if you have any questions, just call them.
1-800-COMPARE.
Well, you don't see that every day.
AT&T quality, service, and guaranteed competitive prices, so you never have to worry about long-distance prices again.
When did we stop feeling safe and secure? As the millennium approaches, the world as we know it is going mad and getting worse every day. But there is hope. Frank Black and the Millennium Group. Millennium, Fridays at 9, 8 Central. Parental discretion advised. Television's biggest day of the year isn't over yet. After the Super Bowl, catch the episode everyone will be talking about tomorrow morning. If you've never seen The X-Files, this is the one show you can't miss. An all-new X-Files tonight after the Super Bowl. Parental discretion advised.
2 minutes left in Fox's first Super Bowl, Super Bowl 31.
Freshman. Not going anywhere for a while?
Stupid boots.
Grab a Snickers.
Hey, you know you...
Nah, get lost, will you?
Delivering pizzas is a whole nother culture. I mean, my car is my castle. And the more they tip me, the quicker it'll get paid off. That tip was $1 and change, which is pretty standard. Thanks a lot. That tip was a big round 0. Well, I bought my Saturn because it handles great. I like its ABS and traction control. $16.95 is your total. I've never had anybody come to the door naked. I've had a woman come to the door with a bikini on in the middle of winter, and she was awful cold.
It's the heart of cold season. Raspy coughs, sore throats. Here's the power to see you through it. New improved halls with advanced vapor action. More power to soothe.
And this is a guy thing, right?
Schick brings you the shaving system for sensitive skin.
Is this a sensitive part?
Designed to give a smooth shave with less irritation. Schick. Tracer FX.
You the sensitive type? I like that.
Daddy, don't go. There's a big storm.
I have to go. When you get that craving for a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich made with Dave's blend of pepper and spices, it's hard to resist.
Your wife called. She said bring home a quart of milk.
What? In this weather?
Hate the taste of Arm & Hammer toothpaste? Then try new Smooth Spearmint. Now the baking soda toothpaste that dentists recommend most has a refreshing spearmint ribbon of flavor. New Smooth Spearmint from Arm & Hammer.
You're watching Fox Super Sunday.
Finding more time in your life, that's hard. Finding ways to manage your time better, that's easy with 9X products and services, announcing 9X Connection Days. If you call now, the connection is free, even for the new caller ID on call waiting, which lets you see who's calling, even when you're on the phone. Getting more time in your life? That's hard. Getting the best stuff from 9X? That's easy. Just call 1-800-931-9531.
At Plymouth, we don't mean to brag, but Plymouth Voyager's received a lot of awards lately. And during the Plymouth Awards Sale, you can get Plymouth Voyager plus air and 7-passenger seating at no extra charge, all for this low price. Or check out the award-winning Plymouth Breeze for this low price. And the always popular Plymouth Neon Espresso comes with this great price. Come see what all the noise is about during the Plymouth Awards Sale.
If you want to see what's new at Chrysler and Plymouth, we'll show you what's new.
It's a Super Sunday on Fox 25. After the game, don't miss the Super Bowl postgame show on Fox, live from New Orleans, followed by the X-Files. Keep it tuned to Fox 25.
This is the Pontiac Wide Track Grand Prix postgame show, brought to you by the all-new Wide Track Grand Prix by Pontiac. Wider is better.
As we welcome you back to the Pontiac Grand Am Wide Track postgame show here at the Superdome. An impressive victory by the Green Bay Packers, who capture Super Bowl 31. Desmond Howard, the MVP, the only special teams player in the history of the Super Bowl to win the MVP. Desmond Howard, a young man who was almost out of the National Football League just several months ago, has a major game. And for the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy, let's take you out to midfield and our own Terry Bradshaw.
Thank you, JB. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Terry Bradshaw, and on behalf of Fox Sports, we are proud to thank all the viewers from around the world, the millions of people, for joining in today with us for Super Bowl 31. Now to present the Vince Lombardi Trophy, Super Bowl 31 champions, I'd like to present to you the Commissioner of the National Football League, Paul Tagliabue.
Bob and Ron and Mike, in winning Super Bowl 31 today, you extended a great tradition. Your team today reminded us all of the great Lombardi teams. We congratulate you and your extraordinary group of players on behalf of the league, on behalf of Packer fans in Wisconsin, throughout America, and indeed throughout the world. Mike, here's the Lombardi Trophy.
Okay, thank you. Bob Harlan, it's been 29 years since Green Bay has brought home a world title. What do you have to say to Green Bay, the new America's team, and all of its fans around the world?
I think it's time, Terry, that the Lombardi Trophy goes home to Lambeau Field where it belongs.
Ron Wolf, general manager of the Green Bay Packers. This is a tough question. What did you see in Desmond Howard that made you decide to give him a second chance and that this guy could be this instrumental in a victory, the Super Bowl 31 victory for the Green Bay Packers?
Well, Terry, the real credit goes to the gentleman to my left. He kept after me to sign him. We were going to make him our first pick, and Washington moved in front of us. But we kept after it, and look what happened today. I'd like to say this to the Green Bay Packers, every member of the Green Bay Packers, well done. Well done. To the fans of Green Bay, this is yours as much as it is ours, and we thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Let me move over here. Mike, slide. We have seen a lot of eras in the National Football League, notably the Vince Lombardi era, and now along comes you, Mike Holmgren. Is this the new era? Is this the Mike Holmgren era? And what does it feel like to be a coach of the world champion Green Bay Packers?
Well, Terry, first of all, I'm really humbled by the experience. This is the greatest group of players I've ever been around, the most unselfish group of players I've ever been around. And my coaches just did an awesome job all season long, keeping them focused, and they are to receive a lot of the credit. I mean, we were all in this thing together. Coach Lombardi had a wonderful legacy for the rest of us, and now we're just trying to do our part, and I hope we can do it for a long time to come.
We see in games like this, there is always a momentum change. I thought the second play of the game, you had 15 scripted plays, and yet the second play of the game was 2 tight ends, 1 back, 2 wide receivers. Bingo, 54 yards to Andre Rison. Why did you select that play?
Well, the whole thing was Brett selected it.
Oh, Brett selected it.
Yeah, I had my script. He read a blitz, he audibled to a play, and he hit it. It was beautiful, and that might have been the turning point right there, right?
Well, yeah, audible, that's amazing. Big guy. Reggie White, it's been 14 years. What's it mean to you?
You know, I just want to say this. You know, God brought me here. I want to say thank you, Jesus. It's not all about us. It's not all about what we accomplished. It's about what God has done in these players, in this team. And Lord Jesus, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity.
This feels good, man.
This feels great. Feels great. I want to say hi to my grandmother back home. Mother, hello, and all my family. I love you guys.
Brett. You were a little bitty boy. You dreamed of playing in the National Football League, and you said, one of these days I'm going to win one of these Super Bowls. And you did it today. And this has got to make you feel like you're on top of the world, even though you are the MVP in the league.
Well, thanks, Terry. I tell you, I want to thank our fans, first of all. Thank the city of New Orleans. We worked very hard for this. We put forth a lot of effort. We went through a lot of tough times. Our team, you guys stuck with us. It's been a long road, but we're here. We want to thank all of you. Thank you.
Desmond. Ron Wolf brought you to Green Bay. I don't think he expected a man that would have 3 punt returns, kickoff returns in regular season, and then 2 more in the postseason. And the 99-yarder today is the Super Bowl record. 244 return yards, also a record. Are you surprised by the results that you have given the Green Bay Packers?
No, not really. I think that you have to have confidence in yourself, and through all the adversity and the trials and tribulations, I've always had confidence in myself. I just think that you have to give a lot of credit to a man like Ron Wolf for seeing through all the BS and trusting his eye for talent and bringing me in here and giving me opportunity to do the things I've done for this organization, this team thus far.
Okay, you got a pose for us. You had a Heisman. It's been 5 years now since you won the Heisman. Is there a Super Bowl MVP pose? Have you made one up? Well, you think about it. James Brown, world champion Green Bay Packers, Super Bowl 31. Back to you, big guy.
All right, Terry, thank you. Well, the pose is best symbolized by the Lombardi Trophy. That is all the pose that's needed. These Green Bay fans most appreciative of the fact that Green Bay is once again title town. And let me engage my guys here, Howie Long, Ronnie Lott on this. Howie, you said during the pregame show that other than Brett Favre, the biggest impact player on Green Bay is in fact Desmond Howard.
Yeah, there's no disputing the fact that Brett Favre is the MVP of the NFL and the MVP of the Green Bay Packers. But Desmond Howard has had the single biggest impact on this team and contributed to this team getting to this point in the Super Bowl and breaking that long kickoff return today. Ron Wolf has done a remarkable job, and I think Desmond Howard epitomizes what Ron Wolf has done there. He did the same thing with the Raiders, brought people in from around the league. Dotson, Jackson, Risen, Jones, White. These are guys that he brought in from around the league, took advantage of the system that was in place. Desmond Howard was an inch away from playing in the Canadian Football League. And today, he is a Super Bowl MVP. Reggie White, 3 sacks, a Super Bowl record, the road less traveled. Reggie White's here, he's a champion.
Brett Favre, July 1996. He says that he's going to win a Super Bowl for this team. He said, believe in me. Come here, and I'm going to follow you guys all the way here. What does he do? He wins the Super Bowl today. But like Terry Bradshaw said, stars have to play like stars. They had a lot of great stars. We got Sean Jones in the back. Sean, come on up. We got Sean Jones and his little kid. This is fantastic.
Come around this way.
So many guys have lived their dreams. Sean has played 14 years in the National Football League and now has got a championship.
Well, Reggie White and company have an awful lot to be proud of. Reggie said all season long that Green Bay was a team of destiny, and who's to doubt him? In fact, it is true. The Green Bay Packers are champions of Super Bowl 31. Back with more in a moment.
Our race commemorates Sir Whitmore's ill-fated expedition to the North Pole. He was told he would have better grip with wide snowshoes, but he insisted on thin. He learned a hard lesson. Wider is better.
Introducing the new Wide Track Grand Prix. Its wheels are set wide for better grip to make tracks in any weather.
The spirit still calls.
The new Wide Track Grand Prix from Pontiac. Wider is better.
I know a tip of a red rat, bonded with the dab in punk metal. I'm on the level. Move over, yeah. Move over, yeah. Don't do it over. 'Cause that's over, yeah, yeah, yeah. Generation, next.
Next page, next stage, next craze, next wave.
Generation, next generation.
People here communicate
mind to mind.
There is no race. There are no genders.
There is no age.
No age.
There are no infirmities. There are only minds.
Only minds.
Utopia?
No.
No. The internet. Where minds, doors, and lives open up.
Is this a great time or what?
Super Sunday excitement continues with Publishers Clearinghouse. Hi, I'm Tom Bergeron, host of Fox After Breakfast, live with the Prize Patrol's $10 million surprise.
Mrs. Sankiewicz? Yes? You just won $10 million from Publishers Clearinghouse.
Mrs. Sankiewicz, congratulations.
You just won $10 million.
10 million?
Yes. No.
If I believe it, I will just faint it.
That's a joke. It's no joke.
Welcome back to the Pontiac Wide Track Grand Prix postgame show. Brought to you by the all-new Wide Track Grand Prix by Pontiac. Wider is better.
As we welcome you back to the festive environment here at the Superdome, the Pontiac Grand Am Wide Track postgame show, joined now by Sean Jones, who, again, 13-year KG veteran. He captures the ultimate. Howie, he's a good friend of yours. Why don't you take it away?
And little Dylan Sinclair Jones right here, Sean's little boy. It just seems like yesterday when we picked you up at Northeastern University and you could barely get in the stance. Over 100 sacks in the NFL, 13 years. It's been a long road. Tell me what you're feeling right now.
You know, I just feel like saying thank you to everyone that was that helped me so much throughout this whole process. Obviously, my family, all the great players I've played with up to this point. Of course, Earl Leggett, the greatest defensive line coach. If it wasn't for him, I know I wouldn't have gotten this far in the league.
Sean, I got to present this to you because I know you didn't get this yet, but here's your world champion Super Bowl T-shirt.
Sean, how important when you're sitting over there and you've got this lead and all of a sudden here comes Martin, a touchdown, cuts it down to 7 points, and you look and you say, oh my God, we got to stop these guys, and then boom, 99 yards, Desmond Howard.
I've been saying it all year. You know, Brett won the league MVP, and we respect that. Brett had a great year, but you know, for our team MVP, it had to be Desmond Howard. He meant so much to our team in terms of field position. Without him, we wouldn't have gotten as far as we did, and he just showed what he could do in this game. I'm so happy that he won the MVP.
Sean, now you talk, I know you guys use locker room fodder material from newspapers and commentators. What extra incentive did you also have today?
Well, we heard that John Madden was going to get a coaching job, you know, with Dick and everybody come back, but he kind of blew that opportunity. He said that, we heard that he said that if we play the Patriots 10 times, he'd be surprised that if we could win 5. So it just goes to show you, you know, we are a very loose group, but when we get on the field, we're ready to play. And that's what we've done it all year.
We'll find out if John really said
well, I'm not saying you said it, John. That's just
from Fox. Oh, my God.
All right, Sean, thank you very much. We'll find out if John, in fact, did say that. All right, folks, we're going to come back, complete the activities and the festivities here at the Superdome. We'll do all of that after this. Yeah.
Like another one, Chase.
Sir, do you feel like you were taken to another place?
Where you gone a long time.
This is very important, sir. Do you have a sweet sensation in your mouth? Okay, people, let's begin the search. You know what we're looking for.
Here, in the world's most advanced manufacturing environment, Intel technicians are making Pentium processors. Nearby, other Intel technicians are adding something new. We call it MMX technology. You'll call it fun.
Claritin.
You've got to ask your doctor about Claritin.
I did. You should too. I will. Everybody should. It's time you experience Claritin. Ask your doctor for a prescription and call 1-800-Claritin.
Claritin is right for me.
Until I asked my doctor, I had no idea what Claritin was.
Clear days and nights are here. Call 1-800-Claritin. Is that clear?
Perfectly.
Ask your doctor about Claritin today and call 1-800-Claritin for a $5 coupon and free information.
This is the locker room, and that's Neil Smith. We like him when he's good and mean. So we get his mother-in-law to call him Collect before each game without using 1-800-Collect. She's got some nerve, Neil. 1-800-Collect could have saved him up to 44%. Hey, Neil, she did it to you again. 1-800-Collect. Save the people you call up to 44%.
Buckle up for the fastest, just crazy, and most dangerous hot pursuits ever caught on tape. The world's scariest police chases, next Sunday on Fox.
Next Sunday.
Here it is, the great outdoors.
Get back to nature.
What kind of lefty hootenanny is this?
For the ultimate scouting experience.
You gotta love all creatures, even those who pierce their bodies in places that are prone to infection.
King of the Hill, next Sunday on Non-Stop Fox.
Welcome back to the Pontiac Wide Track Grand Prix postgame show. Brought to you by the all-new Wide Track Grand Prix by Pontiac. Wider is better.
All right, a number of stars indeed on the Green Bay Packers. Right now, let's check in with our Ron Pitts, who's standing by with one. Antonio Freeman, who, of course, as you know, 4 games he missed during the season with a broken forearm. He came back and is now winner in the big one. Ron Pitts.
All right, JB, joining me now, 2 of Green Bay's wide receivers who had a great day today. Antonio Freeman, Andre Rison, got the big trophy. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Well, I mean, you know, I'd like to thank God first, thank this organization, my family, all my friends that I've encountered within this team. I mean, it's the Vince Lombardi Trophy, and we're bringing it back home, baby, where it belongs.
First of all, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, and also I would like to thank my family who stuck behind me, my teammates who accepted me in this organization, gave me another chance and opportunity to play football and have fun and become a world champion.
Antonio, you had the Super Bowl record touchdown catch. What went on out there? What did you see? How were they trying to cover you?
Oh, well, you know, we went to a trips look to the right, and I saw the safety walk up on me, Malloy, and
unusual safety out there.
And he came up and bumped me, and I knew all I had to do was make him stagger and give him a hard move. I gave him a hard move, and he staggered. I got by him. Brett delivered a great ball. I was able to run under it, and the rest was just my athletic ability running. And, you know, when I was running, I was just thinking about all those people.
Don't hold anything back.
I was thinking about all those people who said I couldn't go across the middle. I wasn't fast enough. Now you see me on the biggest day of my life, and we're champions. That's all that matters.
Andre, what do you have to say to this? You bounced around a little bit. Some people said you had problems hanging on different places, but you know what? You started off with the bomb. You made the big play. Tell me about it.
I had to get on my knees and pray, you know, to God and thank him again, you know, for giving me this opportunity. You know, it's unbelievable, and this team is remarkable. We got not only great players on this team, but we got great people. And I think it's a reflection of this organization, and it's a reflection of this trophy, and that's why we're taking it back to Green Bay for all the players.
All right, congratulations, fellas. Don't party too hard up there now. All right, JB, let's go back to you.
All right, Ron, certainly New England has nothing to be ashamed of. It's a team that started 0-2 this season, and many people did not even think they would have a chance at winning their division title, much less being here. Right now, let's check in with Pam Oliver, who's standing by with Bill Parcells.
All right, Coach, your guys made a run at it for a while there. Tell me how things got away from you.
Desmond Howard, kickoff return. I thought we had we thought we might have had him rocking just a little bit. 27-21, you know, we had a lot of momentum on that drive. Our defense was playing a lot better, but he made the big play, and I credit him for it. He's a terrific player, been great all year, and he was great today.
Can you talk to me about what you may have said to the guys after this? A lot of speculation that you won't even be back. Did you get into that with them?
No, I didn't. I just talked to them about the game and what happened in the game and some of the reasons why you lose a game like this. And then I thanked them for what they've given to me this year in terms of effort, because they have done a tremendous amount. And they fought hard. We just cracked a little bit today under pressure.
Is it a bittersweet moment for you? I mean, I think a lot of people think it's a foregone conclusion. You're gone. Is this a bittersweet ending for you?
Listen, anytime you get to this game, there's a measure of satisfaction. But when you lose it, you're disappointed. No one could be more disappointed than I am, because I do think we had a chance there for a moment. And, you know, you never know when this opportunity is going to come again, or if. That's for everyone in that room. So I'm grateful that I had a chance to be here. I credit Green Bay. Mike Holmgren, I think, is a terrific coach that has a tremendous future in this league. And Ron Wolf, the GM of the organization, has done a tremendous job. And I credit their players for everything that they've done. So I think they've accomplished a tremendous amount, and they're worthy of being champions. They played better than we did today.
Why do you want to leave the Patriots, Coach?
Pardon me?
All right, just for the record, let us also indicate that Bill Parcells, when asked about his coaching status, refused to address those questions. But once again, congratulations to the New England Patriots for making it to the Super Bowl. We'll come back with some thoughts from our guys here as we continue on the postgame show after this.
This Wednesday, it's Fight Night on Fox.
Sally tells me you've been spending some time with Kelly.
First, he got jealous.
Keep your stick out of my face.
Then, he got even.
It's not like Brandon to play dirty like that. Wouldn't have anything to do with you kissing Tom, would it, Kel?
A brand new 90210. Then, falling for an older man was her first mistake. Moving in will be her second.
I am not going home until you stop treating me like some kid.
A brand new Party of Five after 90210, Wednesday on Fox.
This February, Nonstop Fox is on fire. Yes! With a sizzling month of red-hot TV, we're turning up the heat with Love Week, where every show will take a look at love, Fox style.
Whoa. You know, y'all look familiar.
See new episodes of this year's best drama, The X-Files, and Arnold Schwarzenegger stars in the explosive thriller, True Lies.
You're fired.
This February, get out of the cold. Nonstop Fox is on fire.
Cool, man.
New Baybank Express 24 machines. One for your banking and another just for fast cash and stamps. To open your account, call 1-800-BAYFAST.
You know how many calls we make? Hey, we're building a business here. Hundreds a month.
Thousands a year.
We're building a building business here.
9X is giving us a break.
A big break.
They call it Business Link.
We call it a business builder.
It's a savings plan.
An incentive plan. A building business builder.
It's like a volume discount.
Signing up's a breeze. We just called an 800 number.
The Business Link number?
Then all we did was say yes.
Yes. Yes.
With Business Link, we're building our building business, building by building.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Hey.
Pardon me. Nice doggy. Big Mac, please. Here's my coupon.
Sure, right away.
Bubble bath?
It's McDonald's Coupon Craze. Bring in any coupon from anywhere for anything and get a world-famous Big Mac sandwich for 99 cents or any delicious breakfast sandwich for 99 cents. So start clipping.
Perm?
Have you had your break today?
Introducing the BMW 328i, equipped with all-season traction. Because you never know when you're going to run into a little ice. Stop dreaming. Start driving. Test drive the ultimate driving machine at your Massachusetts BMW retailer.
It's a Wonderful Life. Mary moves to 11 p.m. starting tomorrow on Fox 25.
Welcome back to the Pontiac Wide Track Grand Prix postgame show. Brought to you by the all-new Wide Track Grand Prix by Pontiac. Wider is better.
Packers fans claim they are now America's team. They want that title back. All right, we're going to go talk with a couple guys from the Packers secondary who I'm sure believe that. Let's check in with Ron Pitts.
Be joining me right now, Eugene Robinson, Leroy Butler, and Edgar Bennett. You snuck in here.
Yes,
God, I just heard Mike Holmgren say the trophy has our name on it. It belongs in Green Bay.
Okay, Roy. Well, I think, that's what it's all about. We set out to do this a long time ago. We've been telling our kids this way back in training camp when there's a lot of distractions. What would this team have to go through? This means, more than the world to us right now.
Now, this guy coming here, Eugene Robinson, did a lot for this secondary, didn't he? Give me your feelings on being here, starting up in a new team, and what you've been able to provide for it.
When Reggie White called me about a month and a half before the trade had happened, I really felt the Lord Jesus Christ was sending me. And you're going to hear that thing with the Lord Jesus Christ. You're going to hear that name all throughout our conversation. I really felt that God was bringing me here. And then when I got here, BB and I said the same thing. I didn't imagine how spiritual this team was, how people relied on Jesus, and how we still played effectively. God has blessed us tremendously, and now to share this trophy with all my boys out here is tremendous. Because 12 long years to be playing, I got a trophy.
And I'm
gonna give a shout out to Antioch Bible Church back there. And I know they're praying for me. Hey, this is tremendous, and I share this with all the fans, not only Seattle but Green Bay, especially.
All right, JB, you heard it. Let's go back to you.
All right, Ron, well, certainly when we come back to wrap things up here, our guys, Ronnie, Howie, and Terry will have some final thoughts. And we'll also keep in mind that X-Files will be coming your way. And the winner of today's Super Bowl MVP poll on the internet, the all-time Super Bowl MVP, is Joe Montana. And we thank IBM very much for the assistance with that. Stay with us. We'll be back with final thoughts after this.
When my grandfather surfed the bonsai pipeline, narrow boards ruled. Eventually, Gramps had a stroke of genius, a wider board for better control. He said, wider is better.
Introducing the new Wide Track Grand Prix. Its wheels are set wide to hold the road for more control when you're shooting the curves.
It's true.
The new Wide Track Grand Prix from Pontiac. Wider is better.
A tough case of athlete's foot can stop you in your tracks. You get that itching, the cracking, the burning. That's when you want a medicine that acts tough. Boom! Tough Actin Tenactin. It cures even tough cases of athlete's foot. Get Tough Actin Tenactin.
1847. An invention from Siemens makes it possible for written words to be electrically transmitted over vast distances. That was then. This is now. Today, the ingenuity of Siemens people is breaking new ground in communications and in medicine, in transportation, in energy and automation. At 80 manufacturing sites in America, Siemens' inventiveness continues to open doors to the future. Siemens, precision thinking.
Alonzo Mourning, 21 points per game, loves McDonald's French fries. Hey! Reggie Miller, threat from the outside, loves McDonald's French fries. Whoa! Patrick Ewing dominates the post, loves McDonald's French fries. Yow! Scottie Pippen, over 1,500 career steals. Uh-oh. And a great first step, McDonald's, America's favorite fries.
Go get him.
The big game is over. Now, the suspense begins.
When Mr. Betts arrived here last night, he was sans head.
You're not suggesting that a headless body kicked his way out of a latched morgue freezer, are you?
You're just moments away.
You think that Leonard Betts regrew his head?
Weird, huh?
From the most anticipated X-Files ever.
What are you doing here?
I've got an emergency situation in progress.
The X-Files, an all-new episode coming up next. Parental discretion advised.
Welcome back to the Pontiac Wide Track Grand Prix postgame show. Brought to you by the all-new Wide Track Grand Prix by Pontiac. Wider is better.
$35-21, the final score, and I think Packers fans will be having a good time out on Bourbon Street tonight. All right, folks, well, I'm sure also having had a good time here, guys who called their record 6th Super Bowl together, our own Pat Summerall and John Madden, I think it's only appropriate that we check in with them for their final thoughts.
All right, JB, not time to brag by any means, but John, I think before the thing began, we thought the Packers were the best team in the NFL, and it turned out to be so.
Yeah, and there's something that, if you're a traditionalist in football, there's something that kind of brings it back to tradition. You know, when you think of pro football and the NFL, you think of Vince Lombardi, Lambeau Field, Lombardi Avenue, the Green Bay Packers, the only team in the league that doesn't have an owner. And there's something right about that. When you go there and they sit on benches and, you know, they don't have all the names on the field and all that stuff. And like someone said, the Lombardi Trophy going back to Green Bay, there's something that just sounds pretty good about that.
You know, it truly is a great game, and to have the championship, the Lombardi Trophy, back at Lambeau Field, back with the Packers, that's what it's all about.
Well, it is, and it's great to be back into a Super Bowl. You know, it's been 5 years since we've done a Super Bowl, and the finality of it, you know, and knowing that this is for the championship, that everyone played all year to get to this game. They get here, they fight it out, they put on a heck of a game. The Green Bay Packers win, they're the champions, and they'll be the champions of Super Bowl 31 for the rest of their lives.
May I say, too, it's been a great 16 years that we've been together. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Back to you, JB.
All right, Pat. Well, fellas, we are putting a period on what is the end of another season for us and our final thoughts.
You know what? I congratulate Green Bay, but I want to go right to New England. New England has nothing to be ashamed of, especially owner Bob Kraft. Bob Kraft is the man who spent over $140 million to help Bill Parcells have a winning team. Got him here to the Super Bowl. That's not a point. Is that Bill Parcells doesn't want to coach in New England anymore. And if Bill Parcells coaches anywhere else in 1997, it'll be because Bob Kraft gave him permission to do so. And if it's with the Jets, Howie and Ronnie, it's going to cost the Jets dearly, at least their #1 draft choice, and I wouldn't be surprised, a great deal of money.
Yeah, you know, to echo some of John's thoughts, I think this really exemplifies a lot of what's good in professional football. We've had so much negative this year, and this is a real positive. The Green Bay Packers are a great story. Hats off to the New England Patriots, certainly for getting here. I think it was Bill Parcells' best job of coaching. We looked at the films, we looked at it on paper. They certainly did not match up well against the Green Bay Packers. Congratulations to the Packers. Congratulations to Ron Wolf, Mike Holmgren, and the rest of the Packers staff.
Well, going through this first year, working with you guys, going through the whole process, understanding that it started in July, just like the Packers. They were #1 right now, and believe me, working with JB, Terry, Howie, I understand why we're #1. And it's a pleasure for me to be here working with you guys, and I want to say thank you. Thank you for having me be a part of your group.
You're still buying dinner.
You left out that one line.
That one line
right there.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
It's
The
been a
biggest
great
thing
week.
is that he's taking you home with him. So
You forgot the great
hey,
line.
folks, it really indeed has been a wonderful year. Let me pass along a program reminder to you that coming up in just a few moments, it'll be the X-Files on both the East and the West Coast. You won't want to miss this one. All right, the Green Bay Packers are the world champions, Super Bowl 31, as we take a look at the Lombardi Trophy that will be heading back to Green Bay. We talked 2 weeks ago about how sports needed stories like the Packers. Well, guess what? Pete Rozelle will be awfully proud of this story and this game tonight. So long, everybody. We'll see you next year.
Live from New Orleans, Fox News Boston presents Super Bowl postgame show on Fox.
Call it the curse of the AFC. Drew and crew come on strong, but just can't pull off a Super Bowl win. But to the true Pats fans, win or lose, it just doesn't matter. Tuna and the team have put New England on the football map and have given us all something to be truly proud of. Good evening, everyone. I'm Karen Adams, live from New Orleans outside the Superdome. The Patriots gave it their best shot, but they just could not pull it off. The pack was just too strong. Now, a little later in the show, we're going to be going live inside the Superdome, and we're going to be joined by Jeff Cawley and Dave Barker. They will be giving us their post-game analysis. But right now, we would like to throw it to Boston and Bob Halloran for the game highlights. Bob?
All right, thanks, Karen. The better team won today, and there's no shame in that. The New England Patriots were simply beaten by the big plays of Green Bay, and there were a lot of them. After 2 weeks of hoping and hyping, it was finally time to strap them on and play the game. There was plenty of talk about that first pass for two nervous young quarterbacks. There's Bledsoe's first pass, a completion to Sean Jefferson. But Brett Favre's first pass was significantly better. Watch this. Over the top to Andre Rison. Bad moon beat Otis, my man Smith. Rison struts into the end zone. The Packers' second play from scrimmage is a 54-yard touchdown, and it quickly gets worse. On the next series, Bledsoe is picked off by Doug Evans at the 28-yard line. But the Patriots' D steps up. Farrah Colin sacks Favre, and the Pack settled for a field goal and a 10-0 lead. Now the Patriots are ready. Keith Byers gets the screen pass, breaks a tackle, and gets downfield for a 33-yard gain. Next play, Curtis Martin gets out in the flat. He takes the pass and carries it for another 20-yard gain. The Patriots are certainly moving the ball now. Then Bledsoe goes up top to Sean Jefferson. The pass falls incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. There it is. Pass interference, ball at the 1. Next play, Bledsoe finds Byers in the back of the end zone, and it's 10-7 Green Bay. The Patriots are getting into a groove. Here's Bledsoe on 3rd and 1. He goes deep for Terry Glenn. Big catch right there. He's down at the 5-yard line. Then it's Bledsoe on a rollout. Ben Coates gets free in the end zone. His hand will go up after he goes down to get the ball. Parcells' hand goes up, and the Patriots go up 14-10. The 24 points was a Super Bowl first quarter record. But after the Teddy Bruschi sack there, here comes an unwanted Super Bowl record. Drew Bledsoe on the phone saying, can it stay this good forever? No. Favre with the sideline strike to Antonio Freeman, and they're not going to get him. 81 yards, the longest touchdown pass in Super Bowl history. And then we get to see the first ever Super Bowl show me the money end zone dance. Parcells tries to console rookie Lawyer Malloy, who was beaten on the touchdown pass. Green Bay steps it up on defense and special teams. Leroy Butler collars Bledsoe, brings him down. That's right, the Butler did it. Then Desmond Howard, the man with many happy returns. He brings this punt back 34 yards. He'll spice it up with a little extra trash talking. The Packers were doing way too much of that, if you ask me. The Packers led 20-14 when Mike Pryor waits for this Bledsoe duck to come down. The Packers put together a 6-minute drive culminating in Brett Favre's 2-yard run to the corner of the end zone. He got it in. The Packers led 27-14 at the half. The Patriots come out firing on both sides of the ball in the second half. Otis Smith sacks Favre at the 5-yard line. Patriots get the ball back in good field position, and then Curtis Martin plows through the middle, 18 yards for a touchdown. Parcells kids are back in the game, down just 27-21, but back come the Pack. On the ensuing kickoff, Desmond Howard takes it at the 1. He just flat out sprints right up the middle, and he is gone. 99 yards, another Super Bowl record, and the Packers also set a Super Bowl record for really stupid end zone dances. Green Bay goes for the 2-point conversion, and they will get it. Mark Chimura tight-roping the back of the end zone, brings it in. Green Bay led 35-21, and that's when Reggie takes over. Reggie White blows past Max Lane and sacks Drew Bledsoe on back-to-back plays. Bledsoe down again. Then during desperation time in the fourth quarter, Drew Bledsoe throws his 3rd and 4th interceptions of the game. The Patriots lose 35-21. Desmond Howard is the game's MVP.
Bottom line is that in this game, and you watch year in and year out in Super Bowls, the Super Bowls are won on the big plays. The Packers made more big plays than we did. They didn't turn the ball over, and they played basically a fairly mistake-free ball game. So, like I say, my hat's off to them. They played a very good football game today. Unfortunately, we weren't able to play at that same level.
Well, the Packers also played a very complete football game, doing well on offense, defense, and special teams. They certainly came up with all the big plays. The Patriots played them pretty evenly throughout, except for a handful of plays that really made the difference in this one. Let's go back out live now to New Orleans with Karen Adams.
My colleague Mike Bodette joins me now, and you know, one thing is for sure, win or lose, there was definitely a lot of support here today for the Patriots. Mike, I know you spent much of your day inside the Superdome and outside the Superdome talking to fans. What were they telling you?
People were so psyched for this game. I was just inside the Superdome. It was electrifying in there. The place was going wild, and Patriots fans had faith until the very end. But it was obviously a disappointing end to Super Bowl 31. Through it all, though, folks from both sides were determined to win this thing. The ups and downs. The highs.
Drew Bledsoe, it's a coming out party. He's coming out today. Touchdown after touchdown.
The lows.
It's a long way to go. We're hoping for better.
All part of the action as the drama unfolds at the Super Bowl. This is what everyone's been waiting for. Patriots against Packers. Chowderheads against Cheeseheads.
It's been 29 years, since we've been in the big dance, and we're going to take advantage of it. We're going to win this ball game big time.
There's a couple more of them than there are of us, but we'll yell louder. Can we yell louder?
Governor Welch cheers on the Pats from seats on the 50-yard line. But like a seasoned pro who's weathered his own battles, he remains cautious through it all.
No, I never feel confident before a big game or a debate or anything like that. I think he who feels confident is destined to program right into the ground.
Divided fans and divided families in this rumble on the field. Right here, it's husband against wife. He's from Massachusetts. She's from Wisconsin.
We support each other. We cheered for New England on one side. We went to all the games in Lambeau through the playoffs. Now we're here, so we can't lose.
The way we figure it, we just can't lose either way. Someone's going to go home happy.
Win or lose, they're a dedicated bunch, committed until the end.
They're going to do it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Come on, Pats!
Oh, God, they were pumped up, but in the end, that just didn't happen.
No.
A lot of disappointed fans inside the Superdome, a lot of disappointed fans outside the Superdome. A little later on in the show, we're going to tell you about an apparent scam. A bunch of people, about 150 people from Massachusetts, came down here for a trip to the Super Bowl, and guess what?
What?
No tickets.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right.
Okay, also, the other thing I wanted to tell you is about 5 minutes ago, I was talking to a Patriots fan. She's from Worcester, Massachusetts, and she told me, she said, well, it was a fun ride down here, but it's going to be a long ride back.
I'm glad I'm flying.
Me too. All right. Right now we want to go live inside the Superdome with Jeff Cawley and Dave Barker for some of the post-game analysis. Guys?
All right, welcome to the game. I'm Jeff Cawley along with Dave Barker, and what we want to do first of all is get you in and talk to Devin Wyman, one of the rookies who was just in the locker room. And Devin, can you give us an idea of what the team's feeling?
Everybody, pretty emotional right now, but me, myself, I look forward to next year, and coming back.
Now, you're just a rookie now. Did Bill Parcells say anything to you?
One day, my day gonna come.
Did he mention anything about his future in his post-game speech?
No.
Tell me about the Packers defense. They were taunting you guys all night tonight.
They came out and they, both sides of the ball played well to me. The biggest part in the first half was turnovers. They capitalized off one of them and they had a nice drive on one, but it came down to it. They got it done, we didn't.
All right, Devin, and give us a little bit more of a feel of the mood in the locker room. I mean, from fans' perspective, what a tremendous season, but it is a letdown for you guys right now.
I wouldn't truly too much say a letdown, but we look forward to coming here. We wasn't happy with just getting here. Me personally, myself, I'm not, but we know there's a next year. I look forward to that, and God gonna make a way.
Did Parcells say anything to you guys? What was his post-game speech like?
He gave us one of his championship speeches. Tonight, God just blessed the other side of the ball to get the victory, and we just got to move on, be men about it.
What's your next step?
Look forward to being in San Diego next year at this time.
All right, my friend. That's Devin Wyman. Thanks very much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Well, Jeff, everybody said on this historic day, if it went the way of the Patriots, it was going to be on the 1993 #1 draft pick, of course, Drew Bledsoe's arm. Was that fair? Is that what happened?
I think it is. You take a look at the two young quarterbacks in this game. Brett Favre, a couple of years more experienced than Drew Bledsoe. We talked so much that this would be a defining moment for Drew in this game if he could get his composure and play well. He obviously did not play that well, and Brett Favre, it is his time. He played the way, and the good news for Pats fans is that Drew is only in his 4th year.
And especially in the first half, I have never seen a game that I can remember with such huge, monumental swings of momentum. Green Bay.
Yeah, it was.
Patriots, Green Bay.
This was a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, early in the game, everybody was up. There was 10 points there. Then the Pats scored 14. Then there was another 14 by the Packers. It was back and forth. It was an entertaining game, but it's that Desmond Howard.
Yeah.
Desmond Howard, the punt return that really sealed it for him. Really was the turning point and really cut the momentum, really the umbilical cord for him there in the third.
All right, Jeff, of course, we're going to hang out here live in the Superdome. We're going to go outside right now to Karen Adams. Karen.
Thanks, guys. I'm on my way up here. Mike and I are standing outside the Superdome. I have to show you this. This is going to break the hearts of Patriots fans, I know, but we have to do it. It has not even hit the shelves yet, but they gave me a sneak peek of the Wheaties box. And, they had to make these up in advance, so they had to make up some of those Patriots boxes.
And they've got the T-shirts made up as well. And obviously I heard that the NFL actually burns the T-shirts. The Patriots T-shirts that say champions will be burned because obviously they're obsolete.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Right now we want to go back to Boston where Tori and Glenn are standing by live, and they have more on some of the disappointing Patriots fans, but nevertheless proud Patriots fans. Guys?
We will survive, won't we? Thanks, guys. Don't go away. More live Super Bowl coverage straight ahead.
Some of the strangest things happen on Super Bowl Sunday. Wait till you hear what this couple did just before the big game.
If you're a Patriots fan, you know this was a roller coaster night. Coming up, other Patriots fans will suffer right along with you. I'll have the story.
And shovels at the ready. Look at this radar picture. A big old storm is forming in the middle of our country, and that is on the way toward us. It's not for tonight, though. In fact, when you get up tomorrow morning, just cold, some sunshine out, and a few clouds starting to roll in during the course of the day. Low temperatures by the morning, 5 to 15 degrees. I'll let you know how much snow to expect coming up a little later on in the show.
Tonight, evolution makes a wrong turn.
Someone so radically evolved that you wouldn't even call him human.
And a new breed of terror is born.
Get out of the truck!
Don't miss the episode everyone will be talking about Monday morning. An all-new X-Files.
Tonight at 11, after the Fox 25 postgame show.
It's a tale of love that knows no bounds.
Millhouse, we're living in the age of cooties. I can't believe the risk you're running.
Well, Simpson.
Back-to-back Simpsons begins Monday at 6.
Northwest 382, descend to 9,000. By the way, guys, the Patriots just lost the game.
Roger. Cleared to 9,000, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are cleared for an on-time arrival into Boston.
You helped send them to New Orleans.
Aren't you going to tell them?
We'll be bringing them home.
Nope.
Still waiting around to win big?
At Lincoln Park, there's over $4.5 million won every week. With 1,200 video slots, Lincoln is the closest video gaming action to both Boston and Providence. Visit the hot new Park Place Gaming Room. It's smoke-free, plus live and simulcast racing from across the USA. Why wait? Come play at the park. Lincoln Park, Lincoln, Rhode Island.
Imagine. Some people don't like winter. Maybe that's because they don't know the best way to get to the best skiing. Jeep Grand Cherokee. This year, you can own winter, because when you buy or lease Jeep Grand Cherokee, you'll get a season pass for the 7 magnificent resorts of the American Skiing Company. Hey, this is New England, and this is winter. Own it, and get there with Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Lease a Grand Cherokee Laredo for just $349 a month.
As you all know, the Super Bowl party wasn't only in New Orleans. Fans right here in Boston partied at home, in bars, anywhere there was a TV.
Tonight, Fox News reporter Bob Ward watched the game at the Sports Depot in Elston. He joins us now live. Bob?
Glenn, tonight this was the hottest ticket in town. Really, just a few hours ago, it was elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. But right now, check it out. I basically have this whole table to myself. And if you look around, I basically have this whole bar to myself. Really is some evidence that this was a very hard night for Patriots fans.
Can I see your ID, please?
Pre-game at the Sports Depot means waiting hours for the big game.
I had a Squish the Fish t-shirt when I was like 12 years old, and now I have a Jambalaya t-shirt. Woo!
Pats and Packers fans razz each other. So, minutes before kickoff, it's prediction time.
We're going to tromp the hell out of them. I mean, they got to learn what Packer football is about. 45-0. The Pats are going all the way, baby. Jambalaya!
It's a rock and roll first quarter. For the Pats, there's frustration. And then, pure, exhilarating excitement. End of the first quarter, 14-10 New England. Your thoughts right now?
I believe. That's my thoughts. I believe.
First quarter's over. The New England Patriots are beating your cheeseheads.
I am so happy for New England. They have to understand what victory could feel like.
Then the second quarter, faith testing time.
Oh, it hurts.
You guys aren't gloating, are you?
Oh, just a little, just a little.
We still have a whole half of football left to play.
We don't gloat until after the game.
Okay, here we are, the end of the first half. The Patriots are looking a little bit shaky, but check it out. This place is still rocking. The second half, though, the Patriots just couldn't come back. Many Pats fans checked out in the third quarter, including the guys we follow. All in all, a tough night for Patriots Nation.
Oh boy, it's really tough. It's like 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to really plan for it, to really psych yourself up, and to lose, it's like, it really hurts.
Any words of condolence for Patriots fans?
Tough stuff, kids. No condolences. They played well. They should be proud. They don't need any condolences.
I don't know about that. I think Pats fans do need plenty of condolence. And these folks, they need some excitement tonight, so I said it was okay to join me for the live shot. Patriots fans, Packers fans, what a night in Alston. Reporting live from Alston, Bob Ward, Fox News, Boston.
Yeah, a lot of those fans in Alston were crying in their beer tonight. A lot of fans are going to be crying in their coffee in the morning.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of people are going to be talking about this for a long time, including Jeff Cawley, Dave Barker. They join us now live inside the Superdome with a guest.
Well, Tori and Glenn, I'll tell you, there's a lot of long faces on a lot of big people inside the dome here tonight, Jeff.
Pio Sagapulitelli, defensive lineman for the Pats, joins us now. And Pio, first things first, we understand there's a Tuesday meeting for the players, probably concerning Bill Parcells.
Yeah, I mean, you know, from what we heard in the locker room and from what we heard from other coaches, you know, the indication of him being back, you know, is sort of half and half. So, you know, I'm thinking that, you know, he probably
that
won't
he's
be
going to
here.
probably be gone.
Yeah, he's probably gone and stuff. And you know, from talking to other players, with their conversation with Parcell and other coaches, it seems like you know, if he leaves, you know, basically the whole coaching staff is leaving with him.
This is really the first time we've heard the players, and maybe you were able to talk about it, actually feel the way that most fans have felt in that he's leaving.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, we basically try not to have that as a distraction. I mean, going into this week, but no, it wasn't really a distraction. But you know, it basically it puts a bind on our players, especially because you know, you sort of have to work your off season around, you know, who's going to be the head coach here or not, and you basically make your decision out there. And
what's the bigger loss for the team itself? The loss, of course, tonight of the Super Bowl, or the loss of a coach the stature of Bill Parcells?
Well, I think, you know, basically the loss of both and stuff, you know, if he's here or not, and, you know, especially this defeat. I mean, you know, we had him on where we wanted him, and, you know, we could feel the momentum shifting. And, I mean, when Desmond returned that kickoff back for touchdown, it really just broke our back right there.
Really, more than any game that I can remember was the momentum shifts. We talked briefly about it a few minutes ago. This game, from a fan's perspective, was amazing. Can you explain it from a player standpoint, being on the field like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, they first came out with that bomb. I mean, actually, you know, we gave them those two big plays, and you know, basically that was their whole offense, the whole game. And I mean, Desmond Howard was putting that offense in good field position the whole game. And whenever you put an offense like Green Bay in that sort of situation, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Tell us when there are the momentum shifts. Are there the emotional shifts inside of you guys during a game? Or can you keep it even keel?
Yeah, I mean, you want to keep it even.
IFB.
All right, obviously we lost a little bit of audio. Hopefully we'll be able to rejoin that interview. I cannot pronounce his last name, but I'll just say P.O. with P.O. inside the Superdome. Meantime, Boston Mayor Tom Menino couldn't make it to New Orleans for the Super Bowl.
So he watched the big game from his living room tonight. It beats watching it from the hospital bed where he spent the last week treated for kidney stones. Menino has recently faced criticism for not wanting the Patriots to build a new stadium in South Boston. He says he'd prefer to see the team in the South Bay. Super Bowl parties are going on all over New England tonight.
A field goal kicking contest was part of the big game bash at Lombardo's in Randolph. Former Patriots Matt Baer and Doug Flutie participated in the competition. Barr, I should say. Both men say they know what it is like to lose a big game.
I lost a championship game with Penn State versus Alabama, and you agonize over it. You agonize for the rest of your life because you know what could have been and you know how good you were to get there, and to let it slip away is something that eats at you for the rest of your life.
You win some, you lose some, and sometimes the ball bounces the other way and you come out on the short end of the stick. That just happens, and people tend to throw too much emphasis on it one way or the other. You go out, you play your tail off, you give it everything you got, and sometimes you don't finish on top.
Doug Flutie and Matt Barr helped to raise money for the Jimmy Fund.
Well, now that the big game is over, the Pats will be returning to their home turf.
Fox News reporter Steve Danahy is standing by live at the airport with more on the team's travel plans. Steve.
Well, Tori and Glenn, despite the loss tonight at Super Bowl 31, the Patriots are still champions. We need to remember that. They're AFC champions. And you got to think that New England Patriots fans would like to welcome and thank the Patriots for such a great season. And they got to be thinking about possibly thanking them in the form of a rousing welcome here at Logan Airport tomorrow. The Patriots are due in at 4 o'clock, but the folks at Massport are raining on that parade and saying to stay away. They will not be allowed to go anywhere near the Patriots tomorrow. Hopefully they can thank them at another time. This is Steve Danahy reporting live for Fox News Boston.
All right, Steve. Well, let's go back out to Jeff Cawley now and Dave Barker back in New Orleans.
Inside the Superdome.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Receiver Sean Jefferson joins me now, and we were just talking off camera. This is the second time for you, 94 with the Chargers, 96 with the Patriots.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's not a good feeling. You know, it hurts. And this type of thing, it hurts during the whole off season. You're not the same when you go home with your family, and it hurts. But I was telling young guys in the locker room, it's supposed to hurt, and just remember, work even harder in the offseason so we can get back next time and win it.
What did you guys say in the locker room with all that momentum shift? It really was an amazing game to watch.
Mm-hmm. Well, we just told each other, we made a commitment to each other that, we would all work even harder next year so we can get back next year and win it. There wasn't a lot of talking. We just made a commitment to each other that we work our ass off next year and this year coming and be back in it.
Safe to say, best team that you've played all year?
Yeah, they're a good team. You have to give them credit because they definitely did a good job today.
And for you, where do you go now?
Well, you just go back and just keep working. That's what you can do. Just keep working and work even harder, to help your team get back and win it again next year.
Last thing, Bill Parcells in the locker room. Tell us about what he was saying to you guys.
Well, he didn't say too much. I mean, that wasn't too much to say. He just told us, that remember how this feeling felt, and work even harder so you won't have to feel this feeling again. And we made a commitment to each other, and we'll be back. We got a lot of guys on the team with a lot of heart and character. We'll be back.
Pio Sagapuatelli said that this is the first time he felt that Bill Parcells was not going to be back.
Well, yeah, that's Pio, opinion on it. But I think a lot of guys pretty much felt that way. But we got a young team, and we'll definitely be back next year. We'll be ready to play.
All right, that's Pats receiver Sean Jefferson. Thanks very much.
All right, thanks.
All right, guys, again, Patriots lose today at the Dome. Let's toss it back to Boston where Tori Ryden is standing by.
All right, thanks, Jeff. This season, the Patriots have certainly proven how spectacular they really are. Boston is planning a welcome home celebration for the team. Plans are being made right now. Final arrangements will be announced tomorrow, so please stay tuned.
As the Patriots head back to New England, there's more than a question of who will be coaching them next season. It's where they're going to end up. South Boston residents and Mayor Tom Menino have made it clear they don't want a stadium there. But Massport is set to start an environmental study of the site. Rhode Island is another option. And Providence Mayor Vincent Cianci traveled to New Orleans for the Super Bowl. He wants to make sure Patriots owner Robert Kraft knows he's ready and willing to build a stadium in his city. Now, a story about a match made in Super Bowl heaven.
It may not sound romantic, but this was the perfect day for a Lynn couple to tie the knot. Fox News reporter Eileen Curran tells us why.
Does anyone know if the Justice of Peace is here?
Oh, we have no idea. The bride wears her mother's ivory satin wedding gown, the groom a formal black tuxedo. But look closely and you'll see this is not your ordinary wedding. Derek DeSantis is a big-time Patriots fan. His fiancée, Paulina Dye, has learned to love the game. In fact, their first date was a Super Bowl party. They got engaged last year during the Super Bowl. So there was only one thing left to do this year.
I give you this ring.
We originally planned for August, around my birthday, or on my birthday. And then the Super Bowl, it's more. We met on Super Bowl, we got engaged in Super Bowl, and it just seems more right to marry on Super Bowl.
Before their vows, each was a little nervous, but for different reasons.
What are you most more worried about right now? The wedding or the big game?
Well, the wedding.
Oh, the game. The wedding's all set now.
I know, we're no true husband and wife.
Then it was time for the pregame festivities. The bride and groom dressed for the occasion. Guests moved from the wedding room to the TV room.
So what do you serve your guests when your wedding reception is also your Super Bowl party? Well, Derek and Paulina decided to go traditional. They have the cold cuts, the meatballs, the pasta dish, but they also have a football wedding cake.
Shove it all in. Yeah.
Party now,
shove it. Yeah.
So often football comes between a man and a woman. In this case, it truly brought them together. In Lynn, Eileen Curran, Fox News, Boston.
The couple actually moved up their wedding date to coincide with Super Bowl Sunday. Now, unfortunately, the two will not be able to honeymoon until August. It's back to work tomorrow for those newlyweds.
And Bob Halloran tells us instead of tossing the bouquet, they spiked it. Well, in spite of tonight's outcome of that game, there will be weather tomorrow. The sun will come up.
There certainly will. Kevin Lemanowitz tells us how warm or how cold it'll be tomorrow. Stay with us.
I taught you. Oh, now let's get together and feel alright. Say now come to Jamaica.
Call your travel agent or 1-800-JAMAICA.
We've asked Baker Paul to give us his professional opinion of Papa Gino's new crispy deep dish pizza.
I am, after all, a crust expert.
Papa Gino's new crispy deep dish pizza is hearth-baked for
an exceptional crust. Crispy on the outside, yet light and airy on the inside.
Try a new crispy deep dish pizza for yourself.
We haven't even talked about the sauce.
Only at Boston's favorite pizza, Papa Gino's.
New crispy deep dish. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Hey, Drew, how'd you prepare to buy your new Ford?
I spent the whole morning getting ready. I worked on my game plan, the audibles. Red, with tan interior.
Follow Drew's lead and you too could get great deals, like on the best-selling Ford Ranger and Explorer, or on the all-new Expedition. So rush into your New England Ford dealer for a test drive today.
Whoa.
That's a great game plan, Drew.
The new Baybank Express 24 machines. One for your banking and another just for fast cash and stamps. To open your account, call 1-800-BAYFAST.
Super Bowl postgame on Fox is brought to you in part by Bank Boston.
Now, for a complete look at New England weather, this is your Fox forecast.
If you've been looking for some snow to fall, you might just have some, but it's not going to be tomorrow morning. I'll tell you all about it in a moment. Here's what's happening outside right now. It seems quiet enough. We have mainly clear skies overhead, temperatures at 21, and the wind chill is 2 below tonight. Winds are from the northwest right now, and they're really starting to chime in. By the morning, though, they'll really diminish to near calm underneath those clear skies, and that's going to set us up for a cold morning and then something else. And this is what's happening. Let's get out of New Orleans. We want to get out of there in a big hurry. Off north of New Orleans, though, all kinds of cloudiness, some light snow falling around Missouri already, some light snow around Chicago and into the Great Lakes area. This storm system is going to be pushing toward New England. Not here yet. We just have a few clouds floating by that aren't going to drop any precipitation at all. In fact, with mainly clear skies over Boston tonight, temperatures have been allowed to fall quite a bit. Boston's down to 21 right now. Rutland, Vermont's at 7 degrees. The forecast goes like this. For tomorrow, we're going to see ourselves with the mainly clear skies in the morning, some sunshine, and then in the afternoon, the clouds will start to roll in. We got some snow in the forecast. I'll tell you more about that a little later on in the news.
Well, let's get back out there to to Dave Barker
and Jeff Cawley.
Okay, here we go. All right, guys, welcome back to the Louisiana Superdome, and Ted Johnson joins us now as a media horde's about to crash in on him. Man, it must have felt like that today out there, kind of all that crashing bodies and stuff, man.
Yeah, it was tough, man. I mean, it was a very physical game. Believe me, I'm feeling it. But you know, we came down to big plays. We didn't make them, and they did. So that was ultimately the reason for our loss.
Ted, you've been around the town all week long. Talk to the fans right now.
Well, hey, you know, I appreciate everybody's support. I mean, everybody's just been phenomenal this year as far as supporting this team. Keep the faith, man, because we got a good young nucleus of guys that work hard and very talented and want to get this thing done. So we got a lot to look forward to.
I came on the field right at the end of the game, and you look like you're about to collapse in somebody's arm, man. It's just mentally and physically exhausted.
Very drained, you know. It was a tough football game, you know, and that's football, though. You wanted to leave it out there. I mean, it was too big of a game not to. So
Ted, we're getting a wrap. I can see it from the other side. You got to catch a bus and get out of here.
Got to go, guys.
Thanks very much. Ted Johnson, Patriots Select Player. Okay, that's Patriots linebacker Ted Johnson. We've got a little bit of a flavor tonight of what was said in the locker room afterwards. And Pio Sagapouatelli was pretty telling tonight, saying for the first time from a player that he did not think that Bill Parcells was going to be back.
And we'll be talking with Bill Parcells in just a few minutes. Right now, we're going to throw it back to Boston and Tori Ryden. Hey, Tori.
All right, thanks, guys.
And Glenn.
Yeah, that's right. More live Super Bowl coverage straight ahead.
Stay with us, won't you?
It's the Super Cashback Sale at Showcase Isuzu. Hey folks, I'm Tom Park, and right now is the time to save. You know, we're the largest Isuzu dealership in the Northeast, and we just bought the remainder of the 96 Isuzu inventory from the factory, and we've been authorized to clear it out by February 2nd. Prices are already low, but through February 2nd, you'll also receive a check back for $2,000. Use it any way you please. Everything in stock is included. Hurry, the sale ends February 2nd. That's Showcase Isuzu, Route 28 in Bourne, where if it doesn't say Showcase, you definitely paid too much.
Finding more time in your life, that's hard. Finding ways to manage your time better, that's easy with 9X products and services, announcing 9X Connection Days. If you call now, the connection is free, even for the new caller ID on call waiting, which lets you see who's calling, even when you're on the phone. Getting more time in your life? That's hard. Getting the best stuff from 9X? That's easy. Just call 1-800-931-9531.
Lechmere plays to win. They hit the competition again and again. Hey, just look at this.
Bill, this week at Lechmere, you can get a Toshiba 35-inch color TV for just $9.99. An RCA 56-inch stereo projection TV with 2-tuner picture-in-picture, just $22.99. And a Westlow 2.5 horsepower treadmill with power incline, just $4.99.
Hey, you just can't beat these guys.
Hey, Drew, how'd you prepare to buy your new Ford?
I spent the whole morning getting ready. I worked on my game plan, the audibles. Red, with tan interior.
Follow Drew's lead and you too could get great deals, like on the best-selling Ford Ranger and Explorer, or on the all-new Expedition. So rush into your New England Ford dealer for a test drive today.